just gorgeous, just drop dead, beautiful, beautiful woman. Totally my type. The long, straight, dark hair and the alabaster skin. You know what I mean?
You haven't even opened your mouth yet, and already I'm creeped out.
I'm just telling you what she looked like. She's just like a young Sherilyn fan, or like a you know my type. You know the type I like.
Yes,
right?
Toto. We know 5'8", 5'9".
She's Allison Brie. That's who she is. All right, she looks like Allison Brie.
She's attractive. We've established it. She's attractive.
Well, so too. She's my type. I mean, a lot of people can be attracted to
Skin. Let's just start breaking off some phrases from the 1800s. I think this is creepy.
No, I own
She
her.
was a shin-headed beauty with alabaster skin.
All right, so it's a hot day, windows are down, and I look at her and I don't plan it, but it just comes out, and I say, "You're pretty." She looks at me and she says, "F you."
Really?
Except she doesn't say F.
Good for her.
And I was deeply offended by that because, look, that's completely unwarranted. I think, because I wasn't insulting her. It's not like I drove by and said, "Hey, you're fat," you know what I mean, or something like that. I mean, I was giving her a
Or
compliment.
I want to do you.
Yeah, I wasn't saying anything like that, anything crude like that. I mean, she didn't have any way of knowing that it was completely spontaneous and unintended. But all I said is, "You're pretty." Isn't F you? Isn't that a complete and crazy overreaction to somebody who is just complimenting her?
Nope.
I do
Listen,
find it a
really?
little excessive.
At least you know this. Any
I
man
can't imagine.
says anything out of a window of a passing car, or there are certain circumstances where it's no longer acceptable to even be complimentary because there is a creep factor built in. If you're driving by and some girl's on the street and you're yelling out your car window or whatever, it's just socially inappropriate on every level.
But I didn't scream out, "Show me your,"
But you know,
whatever.
there is something about what Ralph is saying, which is that she is in her car, which is really her personal space,
Right.
and you've invaded it.
And you're leering at her through the window, and
And now she's not by herself in her car, sort of protected.
Right. The work is crashing in there, and maybe that she feels vulnerable and thinks you've been looking at her and stuff. There's a whole
interaction. I never saw it before in my
that
life.
interaction creates a whole world of baggage that goes on in her head once you've made that contact. Just saying something to some stranger is automatically sort of affronting. I mean, you put somebody back on their heels when a stranger says anything
But
to you.
how do we? By the way,